Good afternoon. Thank you for coming here today. We're here today to talk about Nassau BOCES. We're going to celebrate some major accomplishments, talk about the county we live in, and some of the realities our districts and community members are facing right now. We're going to talk about the future, where we as an organization are focusing our energies, and how each and every one of you plays a part in the future. We're a very big organization. 56 partner school districts, 26 locations throughout the county, and more than 5,000 employees when you count all of our part-time staff, summer workers, and substitute teachers. Every year, our Human Resources Department processes an average of 4,000 prospective employees. Being big has its benefits. We are able to do many, many things, much more than many of you can imagine. But it also means that sometimes people just can't wrap their minds about who we are and exactly what we do. And it's time to change that. This year we launched a Get to Know Us campaign. We've opened our doors to a variety of audiences, legislators, school board members, PTA members, and many other groups to help create a strong base of understanding. We want everyone to be proud to live in a county served by Nassau BOCES. One of the ways we've been able to tell our story is through a video. Some of you have already watched it, but I think every time you see it, you can learn just a little bit more about how vast our services are, the impact we have on the daily work of our component school districts, and the effect we have on the region. Please enjoy the video.
When people think about Nassau BOCES, they often focus on the students we serve in our schools. But on any day, in every school in Nassau County, Nassau BOCES is there. We are in the classrooms, providing iPads, laptops, smart boards, and other technology, and showing teachers how to use this technology to improve student achievement. We are on the athletic fields, providing referees and scheduling games. We are on the school buses, helping districts reduce their transportation costs. We are in the cafeterias, providing the software that districts use to run their lunch programs. We are in the administrative offices, helping districts save money on a variety of purchases, from desks and chairs to calculators and fitness equipment. We are in school libraries, helping students access even more resources. We are district-wide, helping administrators develop comprehensive safety plans to ensure that students are kept as safe as possible every day. We are in the gymnasiums and auditoriums, providing artists, musicians, and other presenters. We are completely wired throughout the county, running one of the largest fiber optic networks in the nation so that districts can save on internet and phone services. We are outdoors, providing hands-on learning experiences. We are in students' homes and hospitals, providing virtual tutoring and online courses. We are in the neighborhood, providing specialized schools for high school students and adults who want to learn a trade, students whose passions lead them to a career in the arts, adults who want to learn English or pass their high school equivalency exams. And yes, we are there making sure that even the most fragile students with special needs have the right program to help them thrive.
Get to know us!
To keep the celebratory feeling going, I'm now going to highlight some of the honors and accolades received by our staff this year. 3 current staff members and 1 who recently retired received the Nassau BOCES Education Partner Award in April. Please stand. Lucinda Hurley, Teresa Scatoro, Ed Stella, Ronnie Capella. Congratulations. Ed and Lucinda were also honored at the annual Scope Gala in March. Our board president, Eric Schultz, and our longest-serving Carmen Road School volunteer, Ray Amoroso, who has been with us 40 years, were recognized as well. Let's give them a round of applause. We have also had a number of staff members throughout the agency that share their expertise both at the state and national level. Most recently, James Robinson, our Associate Superintendent for Administrative Services, traveled to Houston, Texas as part of a national effort to provide guidance to districts that were impacted by Hurricane Harvey. He also presented with Executive Manager Judy Hines at the Association of Educational Service Agencies annual conference. Angela Marshall and Teresa Schaefer Bell presented at the National School Public Relations Association conference. And several members of our special education top leadership, Karen Ellis, Carmine Chiara, Patricia Sweats, and Linda Lopez, spoke at the Society for Research on Educational Effectiveness Conference. All of these individuals represent the expertise, capacity, and dedication that is Nassau BOCES. While I can only recognize a few people here today, it does not diminish the hard work of everyone else. Rather, it demonstrates the abundance of talent that we have here at Nassau BOCES. At Nassau BOCES, we are blessed with loyal and devoted board members whose impact goes well beyond Nassau County. This year, B.A. Schoen was re-elected Area 11 Director for the New York State School Boards Association. At this point, let's take a moment to recognize this year's retirees. So far, 75. These ladies and gentlemen dedicated decades of their lives to this agency, and we wish them a wonderful retirement. I would also like to take a minute to remember and honor employees who passed away this year. Ivy Belbazer, Thomas Jackson, Colette Modeste. Please join me in a moment of silence. I am incredibly proud of the students who attend our programs. They are amazing ambassadors for both their home school districts and our programs, winning numerous awards and recognitions. Last week, 12 students received Nassau BOCES' highest student honor, the George Farber Outstanding Student Award. 4 students from the Long Island High School for the Arts were recognized for their talents by the Long Island Arts Alliance as Scholar Artists. As always, Barry Tech students made a great showing at the Skills USA State Competition, with 16 students earning awards, including 9 first-place honors. Another 41 Barry Tech students received Vanguard Awards, which recognizes exceptional students who are following academic and career paths that defy traditional gender roles. Repeatedly, Nassau BOCES staff and students have proven that they are just as committed to community service. Here are just a few examples of the way staff and students demonstrate their commitment to community service. Regional blood drives, fundraisers, and a variety of clothing, food, and toy collections. We are amazed at their ongoing capacity for giving to and caring about others. This year, we collected 517 pints of blood during our drive here at Barry Tech, our highest total in over 5 years. Annually, Barry Tech wins the Long Island Blood Service highest recognition for high schools, the Hero Globin Award. We are also extremely proud to represent one of the greatest counties in the nation when it comes to educational innovation and mastery. At the district level, from academics to arts and athletics, Nassau County schools excel. Just take a look at some of these headlines. Regeneron Science Talent Search finalists, state basketball champions, gold medal winners in art and writing. The depth and breadth of success in our districts is truly astounding. As a regional service agency, Nassau BOCES has a unique view of the whole county and how changes in the economy and population impact our districts, communities, and students. This allows us to see what is needed and what we can do to assist our districts. As I reported last year, there is a large segment of Nassau County's population that could be classified as working poor, 25%. These are hardworking people who keep New York's economy running, but who aren't always sure that they can put food on their tables. Another 6% of Nassau County's population is living in poverty. The percentage of students qualifying for free or reduced lunch rose considerably over the last decade, growing from 15% in 2008 to 28% in 2016. The demographic makeup of Nassau County has also changed considerably in the last several years. According to the state report card, the percentage of residents of Hispanic and Asian descent are on the rise, while the number of Caucasian residents has decreased significantly. The percent of black residents has also decreased slightly. Students with limited English proficiency is at an all-time high of 8%. The 5 top languages other than English spoken in Nassau County are Spanish, Chinese, Urdu, Haitian, Creole, and Turkish. Another front burner topic is pre-K. Experts are very clear on the impact early education can have on student achievement, but existing funding structures do not provide equitable funding across the state. Nassau County students are at a significant deficit compared to other areas. For instance, New York State has fully funded pre-K for 100% of New York City's 4-year-olds, whereas only 7% of Long Island's 4-year-olds have access to pre-K. All of these statistics add up to one thing. There are many students who must have better access to the programs and services they need. We need to make sure that there is equity for the children of Nassau County. Equity is not dividing resources equally, but providing the resources needed for each child to succeed. We at Nassau BOCES are committed to improving opportunities for the children of Nassau County. Anything we are doing today, we want to do better tomorrow. There are 4 major areas Nassau BOCES services that I'm going to focus on today that are crucial to this idea of providing equity, access, and opportunity. Nassau BOCES provides opportunities that transcends all ages and abilities, as well as professional development across the spectrum. We are the engine for economic growth and the facilitator of collaboration and efficiency. At Nassau BOCES, we serve almost 1,500 students in our regional center-based high schools. Another 596 students through our in-district alternative high school programs. And more than 2,000 students in our special education programs. We have roughly 1,100 adult, career, and technical education students, and almost 1,200 students are learning English as a second language or are taking basic education programs. We also serve 22,800 in our outdoor and environmental education programs, and nearly 25,000 students in our regional summer school programs. We have enormous success with the students who remain with us until high school graduation. 91% of our students in special education's academic programs graduate. 98.5% of Barry Tech students and 100% of Long Island High School for the Arts students complete their programs. The vast majority of these students, all of these students, go on to attend post-secondary education. Our special education program is one of the strongest in the nation. Once again, we have significantly surpassed local, state, and national graduation rates for both regular and special education students. 91% of our special education students graduated, as compared to 54% in New York and 65% nationally. Last year, 37% of our students who attended our special education high school programs earned Regents diplomas, and another 4% earned Advanced Regents diploma. This year, we have partnered with Nassau Community College to offer an on-campus experience for some of our special education high school students. We found that many special education students do not think of themselves as college-bound. We have worked hard to change this mindset through a variety of initiatives, and this program is truly cutting edge. Not only are the students taking college courses, but they are also participating in campus life and experiences, such as the library and dining in the food court, as well as other student services. At the Long Island High School for the Arts, we've launched a new conservatory model. We were delighted to kick it off by dedicating one of our buildings to the mother of superstar Billy Joel, who has been generous with his support of the program. The former Building C is now officially the Rosalind Joel Conservatory for Music and Theater. Mr. Joel also introduced us to Exploring the Arts, a non-for-profit organization founded by the legendary singer Tony Bennett and his wife Susan. This year, Exploring the Arts chose Lisa as a partner school, one of the 27 in the nation. As a result, Lisa will receive $100,000 for its music program over the next 4 years and several other exciting opportunities. Our in-district programs continue to flourish and expand. Since opening our first in-district Twilight Alternative High School program in 2011, we have expanded to 10 districts, and we are adding 2 additional districts for the fall. Similarly, our in-district career and technical education programs are continuing to grow. We added our 3rd district this year and are in the process of signing on 1 new district next fall. Regional Summer School is expanding as well. This year we are welcoming 2 new districts, bringing the total districts to 34, and about 25,000 students across Nassau County are served through summer program while employing over 1,800 people. Our instructional efforts go beyond the classroom. Every year, our professional development offerings grow and change to meet the needs of teachers, administrators, and support staff countywide. We host nearly 350 professional development sessions annually for more than 15,000 attendees. Thanks to our featured speaker series, we are bringing in some of the best minds from around the country and even the world. This series allows us to bring in the most cutting-edge research and forward-thinking presenters in the areas of curriculum and instruction. We recently partnered with the Long Island Association for Supervision and Curriculum Development, Hofstra University, and Corwin Publishing to bring renowned visible learning expert John Hattie to Long Island. We also launched a 3-part educational dialogue series for school leaders this year. It focused on addressing 3 topics that kept coming up in conversations with district leadership teams: immigration, drugs, and gangs. Our goal for these forums was to provide context to discuss examples of what works and what doesn't work when dealing with these issues, and to consider whether there is more that we can do together. Another important issue that all our districts are constantly focused on is making sure that they are providing a safe and secure learning environment for their students. Nassau BOCES teamed up with the Nassau County Police Department to provide a half-day training on how to respond during an emergency for school leaders. Hundreds of principals and other administrators have participated. Nassau BOCES is involved with a number of initiatives that impact both the working force and the regional economy. We are committed to making sure that all of our students, those with special needs, or adults transitioning to a new country, language, or career, can participate and be productive in the economy. We do this in a variety of ways: training, career training, internships, and job placement. Nearly 670 businesses participate in Nassau BOCES Career and Technical Advisory Council, and more than 300 businesses provide workplace experiences for our students. All of our services and programs were created to bring about collaboration and efficiency. This year, I'm really going to hone in on one service area that has had to change and evolve tremendously in recent years to keep up with the needs of our districts. Student Support Services serves all 56 districts, 249 non-public schools, as well as districts beyond our county borders. They deal with all things data: the collection of data, the flow of data, and the presentation of data. They support 49 Nassau County school districts' student information systems, which is where 90% of the data required by the State Education Department is tracked and reported. Due to the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, and other state mandates, data requirements have expanded at the federal and state levels at a startling rate. Districts, quite frankly, can't keep up with the demand. They need experts to support them and guide them. This year alone, there has been a 55% increase in the demand for expertise by our state reporting team. Making sure district data is well maintained not only impacts accountability to state and federal agencies, but funding such as state aid and grants as well. Most importantly, we are helping districts use this data to improve student achievement. 23 schools representing 10 districts participated in our new DataWise course created by Harvard University. This program focuses on teaching educators the protocols and processes needed to really use data to inform instruction, thus impacting children. Student Support Services also has taken on the huge task of helping districts receive Medicaid reimbursements for certain health-supported services provided to students, such as physical and occupational therapy. Many districts do not have the personnel with the knowledge and/or background to optimize the submission of data required to file for reimbursement. Prior to the start of this service, 3 years ago, districts collectively were losing millions of dollars a year. Participating districts have received more than $8 million in reimbursements. Our curriculum instruction and technology department has grown and expanded in other ways as well to meet the needs of districts. This year we added several new services, including attendance supervisor for truancy and residency. And we are the only BOCES in New York to offer health service management and medical director services. We've been active in successful shared service, grants, and as Nassau County works to drive out costs, our experience in this area is invaluable. We can share our expertise in the implementation of paying vendors electronically, setting up large-scale fiber optic networks for the delivery of telephone and internet services, utilizing the full capacity of their primary business's platform and ours, PeopleSoft, and driving down costs through the power of cooperative purchasing. We are committed to upgrading and enhancing our facilities to meet current and evolving needs. This year, we embarked on a number of exciting projects. Included are the successful referendum to purchase the Jerusalem Avenue School in Belmore, which we have leased for nearly 2 decades. Significant improvements to our Joseph M. Barry Career and Technical Education Center here in Westbury that kept this facility on the cutting edge of industry expectations. A modular expansion at our Willard Avenue School so that we can meet our growing enrollment demands. And we have a series of improvements planned for the Carmen Road School, which we recently purchased. We were also able to rent a portion of our Haskett Drive facility to Scope Education Services, which provides districts with services that are complementary to ours. As you can see, at Nassau BOCES, we are committed to doing what the agency was created to do. But I'm here to tell you that we can do more and we should be doing more. However, there are a host of roadblocks that we need our state legislators and our governor to move out of the way. The Constitution and other federal legislation guarantees all students with a free and appropriate education. In New York, we are falling short of this mandate. At Nassau BOCES, we hear from multiple parents every year that their children have not been allowed to apply to our programs. This is an endemic experience shared by BOCES throughout the state. At the same time, parents who wish to send their children to a charter school have the explicit right to do so. This distinction and right should be granted to BOCES as well. That way, all children in New York will have an equitable opportunity to pursue the type of education that suits them best. To make this work, the tuition for attending BOCES program needs to be removed from the tax cap. Similarly, BOCES facilities costs should be exempt from the tax cap. In the spring of 2017, both houses of the New York State Legislature passed legislation that would exempt certain BOCES capital expenditures from the tax cap. The bill was vetoed. An immediate legislation solution is needed for this crucial issue. The failure to do so in a timely manner will continue to unnecessarily cost school districts resources and will directly jeopardize much-needed upgrades to BOCES facilities. This poses potential health and safety issues for our children and our staffs. One of the significant roadblocks of providing access to BOCES career and technical education programs to students is state funding. The existing state formula reimburses school districts for a portion of a BOCES instructor's salary, the first $30,000. Since this limit was established in the early 1900s, it has not been adjusted to keep pace with the actual salary costs for career and technical education instructors. Shifting more of the cost of providing valuable career and technical education courses to local taxpayers is a concern, particularly when businesses and industry around the state demand strong BOCES career and technical education programs to meet their workforce development needs, now and in the future. And finally, we as a society must make a commitment to providing more mental health services for our students. I'm calling for Nassau County school districts and this agency to take the lead. The Commissioner of Mental Health of New York has promised to provide services if we provide the space. Let's find the space now and hold her to that promise. Let me close by saying, Nassau BOCES is defined by the dedicated employees who are focused and committed to improving the lives of our students and communities, each and every day. And nobody does it better. Thank you. May God bless. Are there any questions? Yes. Tito. Thank you very much for your attendance. We look forward to your continued support. Thank you.